Dacusville Middle School and Lead Academy. The challenge? To provide classroom teachers in specialized subjects in rural districts. The solution? The robot. For schools that cannot provide teachers in certain subject areas, online learning options like virtual learning labs have been provided by VirtualSC, a program of the South Carolina Department of Education. Now, the Virtual Learning Lab is branching out from content delivery through email or Skype. Synchronous instruction can now happen with an off-site instructor visiting a classroom via the double robot.
You just put your fingers on that home row, just like you normally do, just like it tells you to in the first few lessons. You keep your fingers there, and then you would just stretch your fingers up to those keys.
Like that?
That looks exactly right.
Dacusville Middle School in Easley, South Carolina, and Lead Academy in Greenville, South Carolina, are pilot schools for the Virtual Learning Lab robot project.
We do have a unique school. We're a very rural school. We're kind of out here in the upstate of South Carolina, and distance has been an issue for us in obtaining classes, class offerings, transportation for teachers, things like that. So this year with our long distance learning lab, this was just a great fit. But having Miss Beatty here and being able to see what the students are doing, being able to communicate with them and having that back and forth rapport. Middle school students love to make connections and build relationships with the adults, and it helps them to be more academically successful.
Well, when she came in, I feel like she was actually standing in front of us or next to us as if she was here in real life, and she was communicating with us well, and we could actually see her. So it wasn't as if we were talking to a regular robot or on an iPad. It was like we were talking to her in person.
I can tell that you have your fingers on the home keys and that you're going up like you should with each one.
When I first saw the robot, my first impression was, wow, this is really neat. And just seeing it interact with the kids and move around the classroom, it really exceeded my expectations. It was very much like having someone in the classroom. If a kid could raise their hand, the robot came right to them. The teacher was there, just like they would be if they were in the room to answer any questions that the student had. They could take a look at what the student was doing. They could look down at their hands or look at the student's face. So it really provided some great interaction.
Before the robot, we didn't have as much communication with her. It would take a day or two for her to get back to us. But now we can just raise our hand and ask a question.
Do you know how many you are typing per minute?
I'm about 27 to 25.
You're good then, that's great, because 30 is our goal right now, but anywhere right under that, you're doing great right now.
Cool.
I think it's great because I think it'll be really good, especially as far as answering their questions. There are things in the class. It will be great for me to be able to do a live lesson for them and then take their questions immediately after and not have the delay of them sending me a message and returning their message. So I think it's going to really increase student success.
I really do think this will change the way that we conduct business here. Last year we had a virtual keyboarding class and didn't have anything like this. And so the interaction just wasn't as good, solely because the technology wasn't able to do the things it is now. And hopefully, as we grow with other courses and in other ways, something like this can really support the teaching and learning at our school.
I've already been thinking about some ways to expand upon the program, and having this double or this robot, I think just gives me more inspiration and helping to implement more innovative ideas into the course offerings and instructional program at the school.
For information on a virtual learning lab at your school, please contact us at virtualsc.org or virtualsc